everyone, my name is Han. I'm from D4H. Today, I'm here to introduce my favorite dish dish. It's a dish that my grandmother makes for me every week. After talking to my grandmother and doing some research, I found out where the ingredients came from. First, I will introduce the dish and the ingredients from it. Next, I'm going to tell you about the origins of the ingredients and how I found about them. And finally, I'm going to answer some of you guys' questions. Let's begin. First, I had a good look on the food labels. Since the spaghetti noodles, the tomatoes, and the sauce are the only one that have food labels on it. So I looked to it and found out that they all came from Italy. It makes sense since Italy is famous for this spaghetti dish. Next, I asked my grandfather where the black pepper and the salt came from. He said that he bought it from the supermarket. So I hopped to the supermarket website and found out that the black pepper came from my own country. So did the salt. And finally, I went to the internet to do some research about the origins of basil, onions, and bell pepper. The basils, since basils are native to Asia, it came from India. And for onions, it came from China. And for the bell pepper, it also came from our country, Vietnam. In this presentation, I just showed you about my dish and the ingredients and where they came from. Do you guys have any questions? Julie, please.
What ingredients do you think is the most important in this dish?
I think the most important is the spaghetti noodles. Here it is. Because if we don't have spaghetti noodles, then how do we eat it without it? So I guess the spaghetti noodles are the most important, and the others are just add some flavors to it. Yeah. Please.
Yes, you spoke a lot about foods coming from other countries. Do you know the word we use to describe foods which are sold from one country to another?
Oh, you mean like?
We use the letter I.
Yeah, import.
Correct. And
Importation.
Importation, yeah. It's very convenient for us, but are there any negative things about importation of food?
The negative thing is, I know some of them. Like when you import the food to another country, you have to use vehicles, right? And vehicles can use food so they can cause pollution.
Sure.
So I think they are pretty bad for the environment. That's the negative side.
Do companies or corporations do anything to the food that we import? Do they put anything on the food?
Yeah, they do put some to prevent from spoiling the food spoiling.
So where do you think, or what do you think is the best way or best place to buy your food from, if you can?
I think it's the local market. The local market are the best. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.